Good day, everyone, and welcome to the Global Meditation with the Alchemy Collective Consciousness. My name is Ana-La-Rai, and I am the voice or channel for the Alchemy Collective. And the Alchemy have been coming through for over 11 years now, and they're a group of light beings that come from across time and space to help a planet, to support a planet in the Great Awakening, both the planet and the people. And I'd like to introduce you to the rest of our ground crew. We have Sarala, who is in Florida, and she started the alchemy with me. She was there the very first time. And we have Maria in Germany. And we have Paula also in the US, in Montana. And my husband Christian is here on Vancouver Island with me, and we make up the human ground crew. And we just want to remind you that the global meditations are free, there's no charge, and all of us devote all our time. And so, but we do have earthly costs, especially associated with the website and such. So if you care to make a donation, we would be more than happy to receive that in support of the alchemy. All right, so let's get started and see what they have for us today. And just see here, there's some more people coming in. So welcome to Joanne and Luz Milla. Welcome Sarah Y and Ada Ciel. Welcome Karen and Heather. Welcome Susie and Larry. Welcome Kathy and Hal. Glad to have everybody here. So let's get connected to the light and just see, feel, or sense. See, feel, or sense as we bring in that pure source light. And just see before you this beautiful golden disc. And it's the Alchemy's travel disc. And as it's bigger than a dinner plate, and as you step upon it, just feel as it brings you up, up, up to the alchemy field. Beautiful. And here you'll see a beautiful field. And if you look down it, there's a large crystal at the end. And the crystal is larger than an oak tree, an old oak tree. It's quartz-like in texture and color. And that's the alchemy's home crystal, their home energy portal. And so we invite all of you to walk down the field. And it's covered in beautiful flowers and long grasses. And there's big trees on either side. And you can either come on your golden disc or walk, because we're going to ask everyone to come and stand around the crystal so we can create our group heart. But let me just bring the alchemy through first. Greetings, beloved ones. We are the alchemy, and on this day we greet you. It is our pleasure to be present with you and to support the transition and awakening of those on planet Earth. So see or feel now as we bring 4 colored rays of light, of energy, down to Ana-La-Rai, who we sometimes call ribbons, to Christian, to Mother Gaia, and to Karila. And there is a purple ray, a blue ray, a platinum ray, and a green ray. And yes, last year and all the years before, these were separate, and each of them received 1 ray. But now things have changed, the energies have changed, and all of them receive all 4 as you will. So see or feel now as these 4 colors, the purple, the blue, the platinum, and the green, weave or braid together, and we bring it down through the heart and physical body of Ana-La-Rai. And of course, she is already within the crystal that you are standing around, as is Christian, Kari-La, and Mother Gaia. They are all within the crystal. And we bring these 4 colored rays down through the crystal to Ana-La-Rai's heart. And see or feel now as she sends this beautiful woven or braided 4-color ray out to your heart now, as we begin to create the group heart. Beautiful. And see or feel now as we bring the same 4 colors braided or woven together down through the heart of Christian, and it comes out his heart and he sends it towards you. And it connects with your heart and it goes out the back of your physical body and it wraps around this whole group, those live and listening to the recording. And it connects once again in the back of your heart as it is wrapped around this circle. And see or feel now as we send the same 4 colored braided or woven rays down through the heart of Kari-La. She is the light being who was birthed a couple of years ago, who will eventually hold the consciousness for Earth and replace Mother Gaia. And feel as she sends this ray, these 4 rays braided together out to your heart to connect with you. And now the same with Mother Gaia. She too sends this 4-colored ray or ribbon out to your heart directly. And just receive. And feel now as we send all this love and light to each of you through all of these colored rays. So just allow yourself to receive. And as you look behind you, you will see 11 rings of angels. And these are around the crystal. So there is the crystal and then you and then 11 rings of angels. And then a ring of what you call enlightened ones or ascended masters. And all of them come to support the awakening and the work we do. And next past them will be a ring of mythical creatures. Things like unicorns and fairies and ogres and centaurs. And then the next row will be all of the Alchemy Collective members. Well, almost all, because the ring past that is the Alchemy High Council. And the outer ring, the last ring, are the star sphere beings. These sphere-like beings of light from across time and space. And all who come, who are part of the alchemy, have already their own planet, has gone through a process of awakening as you are in now. a shifting of consciousness. So just feel all of this love coming down to you. And on your golden disc, feel as an angelic being steps forward and connects with your heart. And they are here to support you. And should you wish, you may ask the star sphere being, they come forth. If you wish, you may merge with them for our time together. And what they do is they merge into your heart and they open your heart field for our time together much wider and larger so that you can bring through more light and more energy. And so, if you wish, you simply ask for the merge. Merge with me now, please, star sphere being. And it will automatically dissolve. So feel now as we begin to run the diamond lights, the white, the pink, the gold, and the aqua. And the diamond lights are the next wave of ascension energy. They are constantly upgraded and changing. The white is the base diamond light. It carries always, all the diamond lights carry the codes of remembrance of who you are on all levels, not just in human form. And the pink diamond light also, as we said, carries the codes of remembrance, but in addition, it is to support the human physical body. The golden diamond light carries the codes of remembrance and also is for healing energy. And the newest of the diamond lights, the aqua, carries the codes of remembrance as all do, but it also supports you to be in sovereignty, supports you to be within sovereignty. And we remind you that you can call on the diamond lights twice a day, up to 60 consecutive minutes. One of the times is always at bedtime. You may call in any combination except aqua must always be called with the white. And we highly recommend that you do this twice a day to support you as the energies on your planet continue to rise and increase. So feel now as all of these diamond lights come through to you and just receive. Allow them to come into your body and your auric field. Beautiful. And simply receive. They are not going anywhere. They are simply coming into your body to support you. And we wish to say a large thank you to all of you who have been with us these last 5 weeks or have listened to the recordings of the last 5 weeks as we have done the work or the creation, the co-creation of the brand new angelic healing grid that was begun on May 7th. And over the past 5 weeks, each Tuesday, we worked on it consciously within this group. And then many of you continued to receive the energies and anchor them into the earth. There were 38 or 39 human anchors and 57 countries that these parts of the grid went into. And then last week, the grid was actually created and woven all through the planet. And last week, those that were human anchors, we asked you to connect one more time, one more week, and we thank you for now the angelic healing grid. You do not need, you are complete. You are complete. You no longer need to, the energies will no longer be running through you. And so those human anchors were receiving a thread of light 24/7, and then once a day for 5 minutes, they would release it into the earth energies, and that portion is complete now. So all of our human anchors are complete, and we thank you deeply for your divine service. The angelics are holding in place, and as we stated last week, the grid will not be activated until our September Muskoka gathering at the end of September. And these next weeks, these next basically 3 months of energy will continue to build within this healing grid. The angelic beings that have come forth, all the Terra Crystal angels that are helping and supporting this grid, it will continue to, you might say, grow, but also to integrate into the earth fields so that we can activate it and then share the energies and the activations and how to use it with you when we return in October. And so we thank each of you. We thank each of you. Which questions do you have for us about the healing grid or the process that was used to create it? If you have any questions, write them in now. And this is always a co-creation, beloved ones. It is always a co-creation. And we ask for a show of hands. How many of you can feel or see or sense that the energy on your planet is changing? It is. Raise your hand if you can see or feel or sense that things are changing on your planet, that the energetics are changing. Beautiful. Just leave your hands up. Ah, so many human funny questions. Ah, beautiful. Beautiful. Thank you. So why is it separate from the unity grid? Well, it is separate right now. It is not complete, beloved. So you will see and find out a little more at the gathering. How will it work once activated? Will everyone on Earth be connected to it? You will have to, we cannot answer those questions until after the gathering. Do the angels that are grounded hold the energy for the grid till the gathering? Yes. Does it have a color? Does this matter, beloved? Does this matter? Let us see. We forget that you have all these, the mind. We would say not yet. We would say not yet. Beautiful. You may put your hand, we will put the hands down. So many of you are seeing and feeling the changes. Beautiful. It is, as we have shared many times this year, that 2024 is a very significant, what you call year, time, a very significant time now, here in time and space. And it is vital, we are going to use that strong word, vital or critical, that you be mindful of your energies, of your thoughts, your words, your actions, because this is the time of co-creation, whether you understand that or not. This is the time of the birthing of the next layer, the next, what some of you refer to as the new earth, but we don't really resonate with this term, but at least you understand us. This is the time of awakening. And it doesn't mean it happens all in a year or anything like that, because we don't do time the way you do. But we would say you are in the birthing process. But even that is the wrong analogy. Let us see. We will go back to an old simple one. How many of you have either done this or seen it done or understand the baking of a cake? Maybe you haven't done it, but you understand what a recipe is and that there are ingredients to bake a cake. Many of you have probably seen that or understand it. Yes. So if you imagine you are in the process of mixing the ingredients. So what we mean is that now your thoughts and your words and your actions are the ingredients. So do you have, using the cake analogy, the best, purest flour, or maybe it is almond flour or rice flour, or maybe it is wheat flour. It doesn't matter what, but is it the top quality? Is it organic? Are you using farm fresh eggs and raw cacao? Are you using the best vanilla or baking soda or spices? Are you making sure that you haven't forgotten some important ingredient like the liquid? All of the ingredients have to be of the top quality to have a top quality cake. Is your oven the right temperature? And you have the right size pan? And you have the pan properly lined or greased? So are all of the things you need? Are you gathering everything? You have the recipe in front of you. But have you gotten everything you need? And so what we would say is this is the time of the bringing together or the mixing of the ingredients. So what we mean is that your thoughts and your words and your actions, your energy are the ingredients. If you are always in battle mode, you are always angry, you are always judging others, then your cake isn't going to taste very good. It is a co-creation. And you, the humans on earth at this time, were the chosen ones to come and be the ingredients. Yes, you volunteered, but then there was a choosing process as well. Who goes when? Who can hold the energy and the vision and the light? It was a combination, a sorting as you may have it, like in your movie Harry Potter, the sorting hat at their school. And all the ingredients are important. But we want you to focus on having the best quality, the highest vibrations for this new creation. Yes, the angelics and the enlightened ones and source will all support and help and add energies and karila. Of course, but you are such an important piece to this, beyond what we can explain to you. How you treat each other, how you interact in the world. Are you in integrity? Are you kind? Are you peaceful? Are you using your actions to support these things? Are you helping those in need, whether it be someone on the street needing a meal or your neighbor who is maybe injured and can't get their grass cut? Are you only spiritual one day a week when you do a meditation? Or are you living and walking your talk about unity consciousness and growth and forgiveness and joy? We don't want you to look back later and say, I wish I'd done it differently. Does this analogy make sense to you? Do you understand, or do you feel you understand what we are sharing with you? Which questions do you have for us? Some of you, only a couple of you raise your hand, so only a couple of you understand. We think more of you understand. It's a very good analogy. Beautiful. Yes, absolutely. All right, thank you. Ah, someone says it's very understandable, and another says, I already wish to be doing things differently. We want to address that. Thank you for that statement. We don't want you to be filled with regret and judgment, because that, if you are already wishing to be doing it differently, you are in self-judgment. You are judging that yourself of not doing enough. We want you to be in a state where you are always trying to live your best life, to be the best human you can. And it's not 24/7. We don't expect that. But walking around with regret is just, if not more harmful than doing nothing. And so we want you to set your intentions to just be the best you can and continue to improve. And this is why we say that it is so important to release your wounds and heal, to clear your blockages. And another says, I understand and are thankful for the analogy. And we live such a busy life, guilt and shame comes to mind. Well, and here is the thing. Yes, you live busy lives, and that is part of your challenge. You have become so anchored, wrong word. We don't mean anchored like, well, maybe we do. You have become so attached and rooted, let's use the word rooted, into this third dimensional illusion. And that causes you to lead a busy life. But you forget in all of this that you are magnificent beings of light. You are creator beings that came at this time to help co-create the new. And it is more challenging to co-create the new when you are so rooted in your routine, in paying your bills, in your job, in your day-to-day life. And your day-to-day life is magnificent. It is experiences beyond experiences that each of your souls chose to have. But we want you to step out of some of that day-to-day and remember the bigger picture. The bigger picture. Again, without guilt and shame. Because each time you move into guilt and shame, you drop your vibration. You go way down, which doesn't help you or anyone else. You came to be part of the awakening. And that is the bigger picture. We still want you to have a very full life, a joyful life. We want you to experience and have families and travel and learn new things and have fun and experience all of the emotions. We want all of this for you. But we want you to still keep in mind the big picture. Regarding regret, guilt, and shame, I'm realizing each moment is an opportunity to make a different choice, to live my best human self. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. And you could go on beating yourself up about what you did last year and 10 years ago and 20 years ago, but that is the past. Why are you want to, you are here now in the present and you can make a choice here and now. And sure, sometimes you might stumble or fall or forget, but you can continually choose. There is nothing that says you have to be the same as you were yesterday. Or you can choose to be because maybe yesterday you were magnificent. And maybe you weren't, and you can still choose to be different or the same again. But it is always a choice. It is always a choice. That is why you have free will. And yes, you have all your stories about why things aren't a choice, but it is always a choice. Just as it is a choice for you to join us here. And so, what we wish to do the rest of our time together this day is to fill you up with more love and diamond lights. And so we are happy to answer your questions, but we are going to start filling you up. So feel now as we begin, and these are only going into your body and nowhere else, as the crystal clear and the peach diamond light begin to flow, as well as the white, the pink, the golden, and the aqua. It will come down through your crown chakra and fill your body. The crystal clear diamond light is the energy of the future, the highest potentials, your highest potentials. And the peach is the energy of transformation or alchemical change. So feel now as we bring the crystal clear and the peach diamond lights down into your body. And just allow them to flow. So you have flowing the white, the golden, the pink, the aqua, the crystal clear, and the peach. And feel now as we begin to run the blue diamond light. And it is either a light blue or a dark blue. It is the energy of your divinity. For those of you that have done the essence of purity, it is really the essence of purity in another form. And just receive. Just allow these codes of remembrance and this next wave of ascension energy, beautiful diamond lights carrying that diamond frequency, to flow into your body and through the crown and down into your brain and down the throat and across the shoulders and down the arms and down into your heart space, your organs, your chakras. Allow yourself to be bathed in diamond light, and it will also fill your auric field. But they are not going into any of the grids, they are staying within your individual field. And we cannot share enough the importance of sovereignty right now. The importance of beginning to step into your own sovereignty and honoring the sovereignty of others. Continue to receive. If it becomes too much, just ask your highest self to slow or lighten the flow. And sovereignty is really that coming into the place of self. For some of you, the beginning of sovereignty is setting boundaries. Just receive all of these diamond lights. And as you are in this beautiful space of receiving, we're going to put up our intentions and ask you to repeat them with us as you are receiving these diamond lights. And this is our true intention as the Alchemy Collective Consciousness. These words came about over a year ago and were created through a group work, so to speak. And we would ask you still to repeat them once a day. 3 times in a row is 1 repetition. And we ask you to do it with meaning and feeling, because you're putting this vibration out into the ethers, into the energetics around your planet. And we would say to you that this is what it's all about. And so together, our intentions that we are co-creating together, all of humanity can opt for a gentle awakening to remember their true divine nature. All of humanity can opt for a gentle awakening to remember their true divine nature. All of humanity can opt for a gentle awakening to remember their true divine nature. And all the white, the pink, the golden, and the aqua diamond lights, as well as the crystal clear, the peach, and the blue, continue to flow through you. And we remind you to call on these diamond lights twice a day, up to 60 consecutive minutes, once at bedtime, to support yourself, to support you in the changing energies. And one asks, can we redose ourselves with these diamond lights through this recording? So let us address this. You can do, when this began, when the diamond lights began coming through, you could do no more than 2 minutes a day. And now you can do up to 2 hours a day, every day. And so When you re-listen to one of the recordings that has the other diamond lights, yes, you will get a download the second time you listen, but really not much after that, because if it is your highest self and in agreement with the alchemy, that there are limits in terms of what your human body could handle. And so the safest way is what we are telling you now, that you can do twice a day, up to 60 consecutive minutes, the white, the pink, the golden, and the aqua. And you are not, the majority of humanity, not all, is still at a stage of such excitement around their awakening that they are not necessarily responsible and will overdo it. And some of you have seen this happen before, that when people will go into overload with energetic downloads, they think more is better. I need more of this and more and more and more and more. And they don't allow themselves integration time for the human body to catch up, or for the psyche to catch up. And so we still regulate it, but you can listen. When you listen to any of the recordings with Diamond Light, especially with anything past the first 4, yes, the second time you listen, you will receive the download, but really not after. And that could eventually change, but right now it is approximately that. We hope that helps. Otherwise, we know that many of you would be just listening to the Diamond Lights all day, hoping to burst into awakening, which would not necessarily help you. All right. So the Diamond Lights continue to run. And we would like to share a little information. We like doing this with Ana-La-Rai, but we first want to talk about our gathering. And you can see on your screen that we are having our 20th gathering. And we shared with you that the reason we were able to co-create the angelic healing grid is that we did not close the energies from the online gathering in April. And in our 11 years with Ana-La-Rai and all of you, we have never done this. We have held over and bridged the energies, so the energies of the Deer Hearth gathering are already in place and continuing to grow. So we will be in this place you call Muskoka. It is 2 to 2.5 hours north of a city you call Toronto in Canada, in Ontario. It is a beautiful location on a lake, and the fall colors should be magnificent. And we have blocked spaces for 20 of you, 20 people. And we hope that you will consider joining us and getting hugs from us and Ana-La-Rai and each other for beautiful camaraderie, and for the divine service, for the activation of the angelic healing grid, and so much more. But it is also for your own benefit. You come away much stronger. You come away different, at a higher vibration. And so we hope that you will consider joining us at our gathering in September. And you may write us with questions, and you can register, and then Christian will send you the payment information. And to get the early bird, we think you have to pay by the end of July or something. And It is quite, they've tried to make it as easy as possible. All right, beloved ones. So that is the gathering. And then we have some other things we want to share with you. Ana-La-Rai is doing a beautiful workshop on Saturday, June 22nd. And we have shared with her, well, we say we loosely, the alchemy is always in the background, but it will be about connecting to the higher realms. You will receive infusions of your essence of purity, receive the newest energies, as always, when you work with Ana-La-Rai. You will learn about connecting to the higher realms. A new guide will be coming through to overlight your journey. There will be guided meditations and, of course, much more. It is a one day. If you cannot be with her, you will get the recording later that day, and you can come. If you live on Vancouver Island, you can join Ana-La-Rai and Christian in their home, or you can do it online. And so that is the Connecting to the Higher Realms, a workshop on Saturday, June 22nd. We highly recommend these workshops are quite amazing because the guides, as you know, bring through the highest vibrations and newest processes that we can, that is allowed under the divine plan. And so that is Saturday. And we have one other announcement for her. Let us see here. Yes, and we think this is fun. And she doesn't know, but we've been in the back. She does know we've been in the background. So Ana-La-Rai and Christian and Kay, her Sparkles of Love team, and the guides, we will say that, have created something called the Accelerated Awakening Quiz. And it is a quiz to discover your unique path to accelerated spiritual awakening. And she's going to be launching her quiz live on what you call YouTube on June 20th at 11 a.m. Pacific. And you'll be able to take the quiz live right as long as you have Wi-Fi, and discover what path is your best path to acceleration, to awakening, which we know that many of you are interested in. And so we hope that you will find this interesting. We know we have been very interested as the information has coming through, and we hope that you would have fun with that. Now, one asks, is it okay to still go and visit our anchoring angel friend? Of course, it is beautiful. They would love to have you visit. You may go back and visit. It is just not, the energy isn't running through you, so you are not an anchor anymore. But yes, of course, we love that question. We love that question. All right, beloved ones, we have a few minutes. Are there any other questions? But we still have to close the energy. So you are still receiving the diamond lights. So if you have questions, you may write in, and slowly and gently, the blue, the peach, and the crystal clear diamond lights are stopping flowing. And this whole time you stayed here around the crystal. And the angelic being and all the other beings of light are still supporting. Beautiful. And feel now as we slowly stop running the aqua, the golden, the pink, and the white. And when you join us on Tuesdays, you can still do your 2 1 hours. So Tuesday is your bonus day, so to speak. How many of you feel the diamond lights when they start running? How many of you feel them? Yes, many of you do. Beautiful. And so see or feel now as we ask Ana-La-Rai and Christian Karela and Mother Gaia to gently and slowly dissolve the woven braids connecting you to the group heart and to each of them. and your golden disc brings you back to your own time and space now. We are ever so grateful to join with you on Tuesdays to connect and to co-create. We thank you so much for being with us, and we look forward to seeing you next Tuesday at 4 o'clock Pacific time. And we hope that you have a most magnificent week. And we have a couple of questions. We still no, you will not be doing the 5 minutes of releasing into the angelic healing grid. That is now complete. And another says, I felt the shift energies as soon as I said yes to allowing the alchemy to against my energy. Beautiful, beautiful, beloveds. Blessings and love to each of you. We are the alchemy. Thanks, everybody. Bye for now. Have a great week.